I should not have to pay to feed you and your 9 children. But you want to come on the internet and bitch and complain about losing your free benefits that you've probably been on for 10 plus years on a brand new phone? We are sick of it.
Work. Get off your ass and work. That's what we do. We don't rely on taxpayer money to pay our bills and to work and to eat. We just don't eat.
I had seen one video, this lady was like, it's the taxpayer's job to take care of my kids. I thought if you pop them out, it's your job.
Food stamp benefits are set to be cut off on November 1st. If nothing changes, things are going to get worse for the millions of people that depend on these benefits. But there are also people online that are sick and tired of listening to people complain about their benefits being cut off.
So I'm just gonna say what everyone is thinking. I don't care that you're losing your food stamps. I don't care that you're losing your free medical. I don't care that you are losing your free housing. Now y'all are just getting a taste of what every other person is going through. I should not have to pay to feed you and your 9 children. I'll be the selfish one. My kid comes first in my eyes, not you. I'm gonna give you a prime example of how broken this freaking system is. My son was in a very, very severe motorcycle accident involving a tow truck. We were in the hospital for almost a month. As a single mom with no support, and before any of you come at me about the single mom thing, no, I didn't expect myself to be a single mother, but you know what? Shit happens. Being a single mother with no freaking support, that is a month, actually over a month of lost wages over something that was completely out of our control. I was told by case management in the hospital, hey, the only way that your city is going to offer you any type of assistance is if you have an eviction notice. The only way that you're going to get help paying your bills because of these lost wages, because of an emergent situation, is if you have a shutoff notice. This is how broken the system is. I work over 40 hours a week. And you're telling me that I'm paying into a system that I cannot benefit from? But you want to come on the internet and bitch and complain about losing your free benefits that you've probably been on for 10 plus years on a brand new phone? We are sick of it. We're done. We're sick of it. We don't feel sorry for you at all. Because now you're just getting a small taste of what all of us have been going through for years. So here's an idea. Instead of continuing to pop out children that you cannot afford, get a condom and a job. Because the average American is sick of supporting you.
I'm really getting irritated with all these people that live on EBT sitting here saying that it's our responsibility to pay for their food. I work 50 hours a week and I haven't had food in my fridge for over a year. Do you want to see the food that I have in my fridge? Do you want to see what I survive on a daily basis? Yeah, let me show you. This is my fridge, my empty fridge. The food that I have in my fridge, a half a gallon of milk, and the rest of my fridge is freaking pretty much empty. You see it? All right, let me show you my freezer. Yeah, some frozen ass chicken and some frozen ass bread. That's it. I work 50 hours a week. I don't qualify for food stamps. This is what I survive on. Yup, because I work 50 hours a week, they say I make too much money. I don't qualify for food stamps. You know where all my money goes? To my bills. And I'm still behind on bills. So I can't buy food because I make too much money. Yeah, I make too much money. So I don't make enough money to have food in my fridge. Yup. So what do? I work more. Work. Get off your ass and work. That's what we do. We don't rely on taxpayer money to pay our bills and to work and to eat. We just don't eat.
So there go a lot of y'all hair money, eyelash money, nail money, makeup money, alcohol money, club money. Everything money, now you gotta feed them kids with that money.
I don't care if I get canceled, but as an EBT mother on a budget of $300 to $400, even when I only had $200, you know what's cheaper than a $3 pack of Little Debbie snacks? A 50-cent can of green beans, okay? You know what's cheaper than 3 packs of soda? A bunch of cans of 50-cent cans of vegetables, okay? You know what's cheaper than the $150 you spent on chips, sugar, soda, all of that shit? Buying a bunch of meat. Because the amount of snacks that you bought are enough to last you 2 weeks, and the amount of meat that I bought is enough to last me the entire month of November while I wait for food benefits to fix themselves. You can stock up on pasta. You can stock up on staples, okay? Look at that. After buying all healthy foods to ensure that my children are having as less problematic foods in their diet as possible, look at the money I have left over for snacks. We got cookies, we got baked cheddar, whatever these are, pretzels, a bag of fruit snacks, and saltine crackers. And you know what my children don't complain about? Mom, why can't we have cake and ice cream and sugar all the time? I don't give a crap. I don't think children should starve, but I don't think children should be being fed poison and all the time because parents want to boo-hoo over the fact that they're not willing to get their lives in order. And obviously I'm not talking about disabled, obviously I'm not talking about elderly, and obviously I'm not talking about the parent that just lost her husband and now has to do it on her own. Obviously I'm not talking about people who got raped and had to take care of a kid that was forced upon them. So don't make it into that. My children are so health conscious that I can let them have their whole Halloween bag of candy in their room and they only limit themselves to a piece a day. They're not super dependent on sugar. They don't freak out because I don't give them the bag of chips. It's all about how you raise your child. The reason your kid wants a plethora of unhealthy foods versus vegetables is because that unhealthy foods is what you shoved in their face the most, okay? And if anything, you should have just waited a couple years, let them be on a diet of vegetables, protein, and fruits, and then introduce them to the fun stuff so that they didn't get some form of addicted, considering a lot of you admit that American food is addicting, but are still willing to give it to your kids. If all your grocery store serves is pasta and tomatoes and broccoli and chicken, then work with those healthy foods. If it ensures that in the future your child is less at risk of developing gastrointestinal problems, for them to have to rely on good quality care that we don't already have in America, for them to have to deal with, then that is perfectly fine. Your child will be thankful of the fact that they don't have to worry about their health, that now they can focus on being successful in whatever economy is going to be in their way. I'm not going to sit here and continuously make excuses and boo-hoo. I do not like the fact that when I go and show up on the fit to go get food because my stamps have loaded, that all I'm seeing is people's carts filled with endless shit, and my cart is filled with fruits, vegetables, and protein, bro.
No, I don't feel bad for the people who are losing out on their EBT for Thanksgiving. You niggas don't even like America. Why are y'all worried about celebrating Thanksgiving? I thought y'all said America was an oppressive country. For Thanksgiving, y'all should pack your bags and escape this country. I used to work at a grocery store in Chicago. The niggas I hated the most were the niggas who came through my line with EBT because they always had a bunch of bullshit. I'm talking about 2-3 carts filled to the brim with frozen food, pops, chips, candy, bullshit. Niggas selling stamps. Y'all were having a free-for-all with the taxpayers' money. I don't feel bad about people missing out on EBT. And this is coming from somebody who used to be on food stamps, by the way.
Videos about how your kids won't have a Thanksgiving this year because you're about to lose your SNAP benefits, but you have your hair done, your nails done, your lashes done, your lips done, and your forehead is frozen. Well then, it has nothing to do with the fact that you're losing these benefits and you can't feed your kids. It's just that your kids aren't your priority. I am sick of hearing this narrative. Now, do SNAP benefits affect a certain portion of the population for people who genuinely need these benefits? Yes, and I feel awful for those people. But my thing is, the amount of people who are on our benefit system through the government that genuinely need it because they have no other way of providing food and a shelter and benefits for their kids, it is such a small amount of people, such a small amount of people. The majority of the people who are riding this system have been doing it for life, and they don't know anything else. They don't know any other way to live life other than to live off of government assisted benefits, which is horrific because all the rest of us have figured out a way to live life. All the rest of us have made good decisions to not have children when we couldn't afford it. And I'm sorry, but I'm tired of funding everybody else's lifestyle. I am tired of making good decisions for myself and having to pay the benefits for everybody else who didn't make good decisions in their own lives. Again, are there people out there who made really good decisions and were just put in really shit situations and ended up in a situation where they can't afford shit? Yes, but that is such a small portion, such a minority portion of the individuals who are utilizing our system and are bitching about it right now. Make good decisions. Make good decisions. Have a little bit of savings where you can afford your food. Sell shit. I'm sorry, but if I see you driving around with a car that has leather seats and you are complaining about how you can't afford to feed your kids, sell your car. Get a car that doesn't have leather seats. You can sell your car, even if it's paid off. Get a hunk of junk that'll at least get you from point A to point B and figure it out. Stop getting your hair done. Stop getting your lashes done. Stop getting your Botox done or your lip filler done. Jesus Christ. Pick up a second job. Find remote work if you can't afford to take your kids to daycare. There are so many jobs out there. Build a skill. You have your phone.
And some of these girls, they have their lashes done, hair done, nails done, everything did. And some taxpayers are like, I don't care about your benefits being cut off because this is exactly what we have been trying to do. Groceries have nearly tripled in the last few years and things are not getting any better. The thing is that some taxpayers have had enough. They also are struggling to buy groceries and they've been struggling to buy groceries. It has been very tough. Okay, we're gonna have to cut back, and this is exactly what some people are doing. Regular taxpayers that are not receiving benefits, and this is why people are just mad and they're expressing themselves online.
Instead of being mad about all the food stamps being cut off, how about y'all be mad about all the food stamps y'all sold so y'all can get drunk and high? Let's talk about that.
Want to know why I'm not having an aneurysm over people losing their food stamps on November 1st? Here's why.
Them grocery shop, that's it go by faster. One of you. This is what I pick, and this is what he picked.
I tell you what, how about this instead? If you're on food stamps, you get a pre-selected box of meat, bread, rice, food staples, and fruits and vegetables. No more handing you a debit card filled with other people's cash for you to go load up on Oreos. The goal here is to keep you from starving because taxpayers do not need to bankroll your junk food pantry or your health problems.
No food stamps next month. How do I feel about it? I don't care. Number one, this is coming from a woman who was pretty much homeless and disabled, and my state still wouldn't give me food stamps. So I didn't get rich until this year. Secondly, y'all need to start thinking about it. They finna shut off food stamps the month of Thanksgiving. Let me tell you something. I don't need to depend on y'all for me to eat. And I don't think nobody else should either. Because look at the effects. They're just talking about taking food stamps away, and y'all are willing to act crazy. That quick. They got you that quick. I had seen one video, this lady was like, it's the taxpayer's job to take care of my kids. I thought if you pop them out, it's your job. Nobody told you to have all them kids. And if you can't afford a kid, you don't need to be having them. The government will literally give you free contraceptives. But then you want to take it upon yourself to go pop out 6 kids with 6 different niggas that don't want to take care of their kid with you, and then complain that all of us don't want to pay for your food. That's who we're talking about. We're not talking about y'all who work hard and this and that and all that. I don't even know why y'all get offended when we say we don't care. This is not about y'all. It's about the ones who sit up and do all this stuff and then act like it's just our responsibility. Why is it my responsibility to pay my taxes so you can feed your 8 kids? Meanwhile, I gotta go work hard so I can feed my one? Cause let me ask y'all this, and I want an honest answer. What was y'all gonna do if food stamps was never invented? Y'all just wasn't gonna eat? Y'all just wasn't gonna make way? What would you have done?
So I do understand the people paying taxes that are sick of paying for other people who can actually afford food. If they can afford hair and lashes, they can afford food. That's what I think all of the frustration is about. These are the people that are getting online. You're not seeing the people who are really struggling, who really need the help. You're not seeing them online. So this is people not caring about food stamps being cut off. Hopefully this government shutdown and all of this comes to an end soon and people can get back on their feet. With all of this stuff going on, I just hope everybody stays safe. Take care of yourself, your family, your kids. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.